lady, didn't have any kids. It was just her and her dog Mario. And me and my kids have somewhat befriended her. She was a neighbor. We used to see her every day. She'd give my kids popsicles and stuff. Like, that was their thing. They walk with Mario and walk with her. I trusted her. She trusted me. Well, a few years after we met her, so we stayed in the same complex, she started becoming ill. And it was a period of time where I didn't see her, and I just assumed that, knowing her and how independent she was, some family had came and got her and had, made her go to a nursing home or an assisted living home, because she ended up having a stroke a couple months back and was out the hospital the next day, walking around doing stuff. Wouldn't let me do anything for her because, she's Miss Independent and she's still gonna do her thing. And so, like I said, when I hadn't seen her after the stroke, I just figured that some family members had came to get her, or they had put her in an assisted living home. Show you how spirit works. Well, my daughter has a choir performance, and so our car had stopped working on us, so we ended up having to take the little local bus, and it takes you to different places. So we take the little local bus. The lady drops us off, and we had good conversation on the way there. So she promised that she would be the one to pick us back up. Just let her know what time. That way, when I called, she would know it was me, and she would know to come and get me from the stop. Well, me and my kids. So she comes and she gets us from the place, and we're headed back home. And as she's dropping us off at our house, she's like, wow, I knew a lady over here that passed away not too long ago, and it's really sad, how she went. And I was like, oh, okay. She said, I know a lady named Joan. And so I was like, okay, like, Joan, like, not Miss Joan, not my Joan, not the Joan that I know, is what I'm thinking. And so she started describing her and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's Miss Jones. Still was kind of in disbelief. Went home and talked to my bestie. Shout out to my bestie because she has some amazing skills. Went home and talked to her. And as I'm on the phone with her and I'm telling her, like, I'm kind of bummed. I found out that, my neighbor passed. I feel bad because all this time I didn't even know that she was gone. And she was like, she's an older lady. I was like, yeah. She was like, does she have white hair? I say, yeah. And as she's like, oh no, I don't want no parts of this, she heard Miss Jones say, oh no, please do, please. And so Miss Jones came through with her permission, because that's how it works. If you're not willing to be open to them and accepting to them, they can't talk to you and reach out to you. So the fact that my friend has a gift and she was open to it, she was able to relay the message to her. And she told her that she watches over my babies, told us not to cry, because my daughter started crying because she felt the emotion and knew it. She told us not to cry, and that she had earned her stripes. Like, no matter what happened down here physically, this is what she had chosen. And that everything that she did while she was down here, she ended up earning her stripes. That's how she put it. Like, say she was in war or something, and she got her stripes. Had even said that, her brother better be taking care of her damn dog. And even when she said it, like, I could hear her voice as my bestie was saying it to me. So it was crazy. But yeah, she let us know she had passed. But I had even thought about like some unexplained things that had happened. Like, I heard a knock at my door one time, and when I went to go open the door in 6 o'clock in the evening in like October or something like that, went to go and opened the door, and there was nobody there. It was pitch black. So I thought maybe for a split second, maybe and I opened up that door and no light was on. So I closed it back, thinking maybe I was tripping or something. Opened it back up and that light was on. So I was like, either something spiritual happened, something going on, my throat itching. Either something spiritual happened, or she had knocked on the door. And which, after she came through to my best friend, I kind of put everything together. Like, okay, so that's what happened. She was trying to get my attention. But, they know I am still kind of fearful. Like, yes, I can sit here and spit you all these facts and everything. But I am learning how not to be afraid, especially because I am aware and I know these things. So even then, like you don't get more than what you can handle. We'll put it like that. They're not there to scare you. They just want to communicate and let you know that they are in a different form, but they're still there with you as long as you keep them alive. And if you don't believe me, watch Coco, watch Lion King, watch Moana. All of those movies did so good because they were quote unquote Disney, but those movies did good because they had truth to them. Even if you don't believe, your soul, your subconscious picks up on those things and picks up on a lot of things.